Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Choda and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being a viewer and subscriber. If you learned something new from this video, please give me a like. Please gently tap the subscribe button and enable notifications so you get instant updates from our channel going forward. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm. I would really appreciate that. My name is Dr. Nitin Choda. This channel is about the country, it's about the economy, and it's about your money. Folks, many individuals haven't even started receiving their unemployment benefits. This is the status of unemployment benefits in our country. Many millions of our fellow Americans are still struggling. You'll see this headline on your screen that was published by the Marketplace. It says, unemployment benefits have not resumed for many Americans. Many of our fellow Americans need money to put food on the table, to make rent, to be able to keep the lights on. Individuals in travel, leisure, entertainment, and hospitality have been impacted. And because unemployment benefit systems have been extremely overloaded, many people haven't even started receiving their unemployment benefits. In some cases, they're not receiving the $300 a week booster until several weeks later. Guess what? We need to eat food. We need to be able to make rent. Those things simply cannot wait. And that is why the unemployment benefit system is in very bad shape. And that is why it was very surprising to me that the proposal from the Republican lawmakers, the $618 billion proposal, actually proposed smaller, lower unemployment benefits for a shorter duration of time. The proposal from President Biden proposed more unemployment benefits for a longer period of time. You'll see this tweet on your screen from Heather Long from the Washington Post. And Heather reports that the Biden plan would ensure that 95% of US households get a stimulus check, which is 160 million people. And the Republican plan would ensure that 131 million in households, which is 78% of households, would get a stimulus check. Now, in this video, I'm actually going to break down the impact specifically of unemployment benefits. In an outstanding article published by the Washington Post, you see this headline on your screen, where Republicans' $618 billion stimulus relief plan differs from the Biden $1.9 trillion proposal. Let's take a look at the Biden proposal. You see these sections in blue. And let's take a look at this image, which shows you the scale of the relief proposals from President Biden compared with the 10 Republican lawmakers who met with the president last night for over 2 hours. Now, I have done other videos where I've highlighted the response from President Biden, the response from Chuck Schumer, as well as a response from the White House Press Secretary Jennifer Psaki, who speaks on behalf of the president. So definitely check out those videos. But in this video, I'm actually going to focus on these components on your screen, the Biden $1.9 trillion plan, all those sections in blue. Now, take a look at the unemployment insurance section, which is $350 billion in the Biden plan. Now, let's scroll down this image and let's take a look at that much smaller Republican plan, which is less than a third. It's less than a third of the Biden plan. And let's take a look at the unemployment insurance component, just $132 billion in the actual Republican plan. Let's shift gears and look at another image that shows you the different priorities in these two stimulus proposals. When you take a closer look at this image, you see that the unemployment insurance section in the blue represents the Democratic proposal, President Biden's plan, the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan, $350 billion in that plan for unemployment insurance, and just $132 billion in the Republican plan for unemployment insurance. You can see where the priorities are now. There are certain areas where they are aligned. You'll take a look at the direct pandemic response, which includes money for vaccine distribution, testing, tracing, and treatment. Both sides agree on $160 billion. And money for small businesses, both sides agree that it should be $50 billion. They seem to agree more or less on childcare. But boy, oh boy, are they apart in the other areas. They are significantly apart. In fact, the area where they are significantly apart is the unemployment insurance, where the Biden plan calls for 3 times as much spending. And guess what? Take a look at state and local governments for a second. The Republican plan has zero allocation for state and local governments, and the Biden plan has $350 billion for state and local governments. So folks, let's try and simplify this, and I'll show you a table on your screen that helps you understand the differences between the Republican proposal for unemployment benefits and the Democrats' proposal for unemployment benefits. The Republicans want the unemployment benefit booster to continue at $300 a week. I'm talking about beyond the 14th of March, beyond the current stimulus, and the Democrats want it to continue at $400 a week. That's the first difference. The second difference is that the Republicans want the unemployment benefits to continue from the 14th of March through the end of June, and the Democrats want it to continue through the end of September, potentially longer. The total cost of the Republican proposal, as you probably know right now, is $618 billion. The total cost of the Democrat proposal is $1.9 trillion. And here's the big one. The unemployment benefits allocation within the $618 billion Republican proposal, like you saw earlier, is $132 billion. The unemployment benefits allocation within their Democratic proposal of $1.9 trillion, the massive American Rescue Plan, is $350 billion, 3 times as much money as in the. So folks, I'll keep this chart up on your screen right now, and I'm going to ask you some very simple questions. What would benefit those who are unemployed more? Because keep in mind, if you're unemployed, you're in a very bad situation. Some of us have lost our jobs permanently. I've mentioned this before. Individuals in travel, leisure, entertainment, and hospitality have been the ones that have been impacted the most. And if you're unemployed, and in some cases you've lost your job, a job that you had for many years, in some cases decades, just gone forever, what's going to help you more? So folks, my next question, if you're unemployed and you've lost your job, in most cases, in all cases, through no fault of your own, if you've lost a job that you had for many, many years, if you've been impacted, if you're in travel, leisure, entertainment, and hospitality, should you have unemployment benefits from the middle of March, when the current benefits end, through the end of June? Or should you have unemployment benefits all the way through September so you can breathe easy? Remember, these are unemployment benefits, which means if fortunately, let's say the vaccination rollout goes as planned, let's say that the economy recovers, let's say businesses reopen, let's say we get back to life as we know it, which is what we all want, then you don't have to be on the unemployment benefits anymore. You just get back to work and you're no longer dependent on unemployment. You don't have to be on YouTube looking at a video on unemployment, right? That's what I want for you. Remember, this channel, folks, the Ignition Time channel, is about the country, it's about the economy, and it's about your money. Definitely check out my playlists on managing your money. Check out my playlists on Financial Freedom series. I will help you get to the next level. But while we're on the subject of unemployment, what do you prefer? Unemployment benefits through the end of June or through the end of September? Pretty incredible that we should even be discussing this, because people who need help the most should be getting it. So folks, here once again on your screen is the breakdown of the plan, the Republican plan for unemployment and the Democratic plan for unemployment benefits. Let me know which you think is a more robust plan, which you think is more necessary. Let me know in the comment section below. I appreciate you all watching. A lot of effort goes into the creation of the content, the planning, the production of the videos, and the release of the content, including the thumbnails. So all I ask is you please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time.